Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of the Topping Show is proudly sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. Gotta say he's quite handsome and brilliant. Ease me, see that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or business owner, you can reach out to the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also, still giving away a free flamethrower with every IT purchase with Picatinny rail adapters to mount it to any standard AR-15 like all awesome accessories can be. Go to toppingtechnologies.com and click the flamethrower button to learn more and see me shooting a flamethrower. And lastly, trying to get to 6,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button and tell your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Now going over to the business part of the podcast, BMW to continue to make their Z4 sports car. And thankfully, I do not need to give a visual disclaimer on this part of the show because it looks amazing. Nice little sports coupe and a nice green paint job, though a little bit of a darker, more of a forest green. Preferably, I like the brighter tones, but shoot, not too shabby BMW. And if I won the lottery and had unlimited money for maintenance, which you kind of need for BMW, I'd probably pick myself up one. Now, this is credited to, again, Motor1.com, Brian Silvestrito specifically, and he says, quote, BMW to keep making the Z4 because people keep buying them. The Z4 was expected to end production this year. Now it might stay afloat until May 2026. Huzzah, which is a word I don't think anyone uses more than twice a year, but a great Scrabble word nevertheless. Now, he says, quote, I need to bring up the most beautiful thing about this car. Let me put that on the screen. In an era of automation, electric cars, and automatic dual clutch, XY Banana Falcon transmissions, there are some that prefer the pure enthusiast experience, aka having 3 pedals, also known as a manual transmission, which, oh, it's glorious. It's so rare to see it. Less than 30 cars in the United States that you can be bought new with a stick shift, but the BMW Z4 is one of them. Now, it does have that stupid little circle navigation thingamajig controller on the armrest, which I think is stupid, but it does have the nice stick shift with 6 gears of glory right there. And it's the M Coupe, so you got that nice little M there. Little details that make me smile, but nevertheless. Now, they say, quote, the BMW Z4 might be sticking around a little longer than expected. The German Roadster was rumored to bow out in October 2025. The report backdated to 2023 suggested production would be extended to March next year. A new rumor claims the Z4 production will be stretched even further to May 2026, but only for American sports car markets. BMW blog cited a trusted source at the BeamerHost forums saying the production of the US specifications Z4 M40i, the only trim available with a manual transmission, aka the only one that should be available that you should actually want, has been expended another 2 months. The source didn't cite a reason for the extension, but we can make a couple of educated guesses. Well, I want to say customer demand, adoy, but nevertheless, they're more eloquent than that. They say that, quote, sales of the Z4 jumped 13.1% in 2024 after BMW finally made the manual transmission available for the United States. A spokesman confirmed to Motor One earlier this year that the stick shift absolutely contributed to the Z4 sales growth. The response has been wonderfully enthusiastic, they said, which, yeah, I mean, every BMW M Coupe, every BMW M car, even SUVs, I would argue, should have a stick shift. Porsche did that, and it was awesome. They've done it a couple years, but yeah, Porsche SUV with a stick shift, it's a thing. On used lots now. Now they say, quote, upon seeing the increase in sales, BMW likely decided to keep the Z4 around a bit longer, and the manual is expected to disappear from the company's lineup entirely by 2030. So then BMW needs to get fired. The company potentially predicts sales will continue as buyers snag the very last manual Z4s before they're gone forever. The same BeamerPost source claims that May 2026 is also when production of the Toyota Supra will end. Wild parallels. Avid enthusiasts will know that the Supra and Z4 share the platform and are made to the same assembly line by Magna Steyr in Austria, which, yeah, spoiler, in this case, you have the manufacturers, or in this case, OEM, you have Toyota and BMW, the designers kind of telling this manufacturer what to do, and then they slap on different, different placards and different logos on it. Very, very similar to Toyota and Subaru with the BRZ, also known as the Toyota 86. So in that case, it is a Subaru factory, but it is the same vehicle, but different badging and slightly different pieces of plastic, or if you want to be fancy, plastique glued onto it. Though I'm sure they use nice 3M adhesive. Now they say that, quote, any advice? If you want a manual Z4, go grab one while you still can because time is running out. Now, this is an instance where I hope BMW changes their mind, maybe gets a new, smarter CEO who actually knows what enthusiasts want. We've seen a couple of companies backpedal when it comes to their commitments to going all EV because, again, they see the consumer demand where it wants to be. I think, again, maybe I'm just foolishly optimistic, But I do think BMW will eventually backtrack because there's a not insignificant portion of the market that likes having 3 pedals, also known as manual transmission, and having a little fun when they drive. It also is great to have a halo car, even if it's not a high volume of units being sold, to show that there's the peak engineering capabilities, and also I'd argue, the racing heritage and enthusiast heritage of BMW. So hopefully they change their mind and they keep the stick shift around for as long as I'm alive. And someday I'll win the lottery, maybe I'll even be able to buy BMW. But to me, this is great news. Again, enthusiasts will gobble these up. I hope too many are not thrown into garages and treated as investment, pieces of stuff. As some people think they'll go up in value and treat it like a stock, which gets a car, drive the damn thing. But let me know. I know obviously I'm a gearhead enthusiast, so I prefer having everything with 3 pedals. But do you think the sales for this car will be so great this year they'll extend the deadline even further? Not just for the stick shift, but also this vehicle in particular. And out of curiosity, have you seen any of these on the road? I think anecdotally, I've only seen maybe one in the past couple of years, but let me know your thoughts because, as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get to 6,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback. Let me make the show better and better. And lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.